Hello guys and welcome to all those training to become Super Saiyans. This is Revolution. So Toyotaro has recently appeared on a Japanese TV show called Jump Police. Now in this interview there aren't any major revelations, but at the same time some interesting things are revealed, especially more insight into the relationship between Toyotaro and Toriyama, and certain things Toriyama has corrected Toyotaro on. Now like I said, this is a Japanese TV show. I do not speak Japanese, so it is beyond my level of skill to actually translate this. Fortunately for us, we have a wonderful translator in Herms, who has taken it upon himself to translate this TV show for us. Most of you should know Herms by now, but if you don't, go and check out his Twitter at Herms98 on twitter.com. Now, what particularly was mentioned in this interview was a certain relationship between an angel and her god of destruction, Hikayashin, that being that of Belmod and Margarita, which in turn makes you wonder what the relationship between the angels, their god of destruction, and the universe truly is. Now, the angels are incredibly powerful beings, even more so than the gods of destructions. I did a video just a few days ago called Why the Grand Priest is Far Stronger Than You Think. It's getting rave reviews at the moment. It's getting a lot of positive feedback. I'm truly overwhelmed, but if you haven't seen it, I suggest you check it out. I'll link it at the end screen on this video. But ultimately, these angels are otherworldly beings. They are not from the multiverse, they are from the other side. What do I mean by other side? Well, take a look at this image on your screen right now. This is an image from episode 55, as well as episode 77, where we see the backdrop to Zeno's homeworld. So, as you can see, it's incredibly expansive. That is the other world. And we like to talk about it a lot on this channel. Anyway guys, if you are new to this channel, please do subscribe. I have a library full of very diverse Dragon Ball content, verse battles, power scaling, theories, news reviews, speculation, you name it. And if you're still not sure, please do go and check out my library and it'll give you more indication of whether you should subscribe to my channel. So on Jump Police, Herms translates for us that they recap the DBS manga, making the full process. Toriyama sends an outline in text form. Toyotaro expands that into the full manga, adding scenes as needed. Then Toriyama checks through the rough draft and gives any necessary corrections. Now we have kind of known this information for quite a while now. A very similar thing happens with the animation, where Toei receives an outline of the plot and they make changes accordingly, sticking to that outline. That's why the anime and the manga both have the same through line in the arc, but have different plot devices to get to that final conclusion. Now, if you're one of those people out there still trying to claim that one form of media of Dragon Ball Super is more canon than the other, this simply isn't true. They're just as canon as each other. They both take outlines from Toriyama and make their own adaptations of it, really. And then you could even bring the movies into the equation. Battle of Gods and Resurrection of F. They are all their own separate canonicities, none more canon than the other. Toriyama has been involved in all of them. There simply is not a problem if you enjoy one media of Dragon Ball Super over the other. That is just your personal opinion, and you are fully entitled to it, but other people are entitled to their personal opinion as well. But here is another excerpt from Jump Police. Toyotaro originally depicted Belmod and Margarita too much like lovers, so Toriyama corrected him. Angels are dispatched by the Omni King, so an angel wouldn't be this fond of their god of destruction. So by no means does this mean that angels don't like their god of destructions, it just means they aren't going to get close enough to their gods of destructions to fall in love with them and have a romantic relationship with their god of destruction. And I'm sure you all remember the manga panel where Belmod was in his homeworld and he had a lot of females around him and they got cheeky to Margarita and he literally burnt them. In that interview on Jump Police, Toyotaro reveals that originally the scene was Belmod being doted on by Margarita, but they changed the scene because of Toriyama's advice, and then he had loads of babes rather than Margarita herself. What I want to know from you guys, would you rather have Margarita or a load of babes? Let me know in the comment section. This is interesting because we know Toyotaro had some hand in helping Toriyama design the Gods of Destructions for the multiverse. This is interesting because we know Toyotaro had some hand in helping Toriyama design the Gods of Destructions for the multiverse. But I guess that kind of shows that Toyotaro, despite working closely with Toriyama, doesn't have every bit of information regarding everything in Dragon Ball. So obviously the anime is a little bit further ahead than the manga, and we have seen these angels from the multiverse, from all 12 universes, a lot more in detail. And we've seen some angels that seem to like their Gods of Destructions and some that don't. In the Tournament of Power, when Mahito seemed to be happy at the erasure of Sidra and Universe 9, we all started to get the impression that there may be a hidden agenda behind the angels, and even the Grand Priest didn't help that by giving wry smiles at really odd times. But then when Universe 10 was erased, Rumshi was erased, Kuzu, the angel dispatched to look after Universe 10's God of Destruction, seemed visibly upset, which kind of put a bit of a dampener on the evil angel flame. Now, there are a few other angels that we've seen a lot more in the series that don't really need any introduction, but Whis and Vados. Whis and Vados kind of have good relationships with their Hakaishin, Beerus and Champa, especially Whis. Whis appears to have a very good relationship with Beerus, whereas Vados, despite seeming close to Champa, they tend to have a lot of banter. But during this Tournament of Power, she's literally been mocking him this whole time, really condescending all Champa's decisions. It's actually been quite hilarious at times to watch. Now, obviously, there isn't a hatred between Vados and Champa. Like I said, I believe she generally likes him. But at the same time, this is a very aggravating moment for Champa. He is very likely going to be erased. Vados and Champa have both witnessed their strongest warrior, the legendary assassin Hit, get demolished by another warrior in the tournament in Jiren the Grey. Sure, they have used the Potara earrings to bring out Kefla, but all the other universes are going to do the same, and if anything, they have more powerful warriors than Universe 6 left in this tournament. Why you wouldn't have Hit as one of the participants for the Potara fusion is beyond me. That's probably why she's condescending his decisions. But their relationship seems closer to a co-worker's relationship, which goes in line with what Toriyama told Toyotaro. There's friendly banter there, but there's nothing more. I mean, if you remember in the God of Destruction tournament, Champa was literally ordering Vados around. There seems to be a little less respect between Champa and Vados than there is between Beerus and Whis. Not only does Whis appear to be more fond of Beerus, but he's also fond of mortals from Universe 7 as well. He's very fond of Goku and Vegeta. This has become very apparent as the series has moved along. As far as we know, Whis is the only angel to take in mortals and train them himself. Toppo might be an example from Universe 11, but it seems that he is just in training to be the next God of Destruction. As Belmod, Vermouth, whatever you want to call him, is retiring, Beerus doesn't have such plans, so they are under no pressure to train Goku and Vegeta. They have simply made the choice to do so. It really gives you the impression that Whis has a good relationship, not just with his God of Destruction, but also his universe. One of the biggest examples of such compassion was when Whis reversed time to stop Frieza from obliterating Earth in Resurrection of F. He also took it upon himself to take Trunks and Mai to another timeline so they could live with the people they grew up with, in effect creating another time ring. And then obviously there's also that time he told the Grand Priest to come and visit Universe 7. It clearly shows he is quite fond of Universe 7 and proud of it despite its low mortal rating. So in the unlikely scenario that Universe 7 does get erased, you could definitely see Whis being upset about their happenings. In my opinion, and it is just my humble opinion, I believe he'll be more upset than Vados should Universe 6 and Champa be erased. However, just as Whis told Beerus after Universe 7 found out about the stipulation of erasure in the Tournament of Power, he is just a guide sent from the other side. But ultimately, he would just get on with his life on the other side. But this is what excites me the most. On the other side is clearly where the angels are from, but do they have their own race, their own planet, or anything of that sort? Do they have a civilization of angels that are simply cherry-picked from to become guides or angels for the Hakaishin in the multiverse? We know that the gods of destruction are in fact just mortals appointed as gods of destructions and in themselves become deities. The Supreme Kais are different. The Supreme Kais are actually born on their own world called Kaishin, And the Kais are born on a tree that bears fruit, and that fruit bears the Kaishin. If you're from a golden fruit, you can become a Supreme Kai. Now, we don't know where Kaishin is. That could also be in the other world, but learning the origins of the angels certainly is an exciting prospect. There's still a lot of mystery around the other world. I'm going to call the other world Zenverse for now because it doesn't have a name. What is Zeno's backstory? Is he the true creator? Is there somebody above him? Where are Zeno's gods from? The origins of the angels, like I said. Is the Kaishin world there? In the backdrop to Zen's palace, are they other galaxies or even universes? So many questions left to be answered in Dragon Ball Super, so much mysticism that still needs to be explored. The lore of Dragon Ball can continue to be built, even though it's already an expansive lore to begin with. It is just exciting. If you agree or disagree with me, let me know in the comments section. Do you believe the angels care about their universes, or is it just a job to them? Do you believe the evil angel theory could still be a thing? Would you want it to be a thing? Do you really believe the Z Warriors could stand up to somebody the likes of the Grand Priest? Once again, check out that video on how powerful the Grand Priest is, because that may change your mind. However, drop all your thoughts in the comment section. If you like my videos, make sure you smash that like button, the biggest Kamehameha you can muster. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and remember one very important final message. If you stay calm in any vexing situation, you're never becoming a Super Saiyan. Make sure you click that subscribe button to make sure you get all my latest content straight to your account as soon as it's released. And here are some more videos from my library, which I'm sure you will all enjoy.